Hi everybody, I'm back. Well, hopefully this will be better. Let me make sure on my end that I'm facing the right way and going the right direction. If something looks weird, it looks like it is okay. So it looks like we're a go this time. Thank you for your patience. I've been sitting here staring, hi Chelsea, at my phone for about the last 6 minutes. You know, you get everything set up and then you're just staring at the time. And then right when I went to hit play, it said, sorry, I think you're sideways. And I'm like, darn it. So anyway, thanks for joining me tonight. I'm excited to be with you. How is everybody out there? Thanks for joining me. I have a fun card tonight with the Abstract-Beauty suite that is in the new, well, it's not new anymore, the mini catalog that is current, not the idea catalog that's going away. So there's still so many things in this mini catalog that I haven't even gotten a chance to show you and try yet. And yay! So have you used it already, Chelsea? Have you started it? You know, this is another one of those suites where really the DSP does all the work for you. You don't have to do a lot to make beautiful, fun, creative cards. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about, I've got some things to talk about, and then we will get to stamping. The first thing is that I was having a giveaway last week, the Special Moments stamp set from Celebration and the Rainbow set from Celebration. And this is a complete package, never even opened. And our winner was Arliss. Nope. I hope that's how you say that. Arliss Nope. Thank you, Arliss. Arliss liked my video, shared my video, made comments. I put everybody's name in there for every comment that you did. And Arliss Nope is the name that got drawn out. So Arliss, I don't think I know your address. So if you will PM me your address in messages, I will get this in the mail to you tomorrow or whenever I get your address, right? So something else exciting that happened today. I got the new annual catalog in the mail. I've been so busy, you guys, I have not even had a chance, and it's always so much better in person. A lot of times I don't like to look at the new annual catalog when it's online. Demonstrators got to see it about a week ago, but it just looks so much better in person, and so I just got this in the mail today. Of course, I've been working on this Facebook Live. Hi, Alice. Hi, Jeannie. Thanks for joining me. Jody, thanks for joining me. I got this in the mail today, and then they gave me this free stamp set called Uniquely Artistic. All the demonstrators who signed up for the conference, we're having a Stampin' Up! Conference all month. There's like 20 different Zoom conferences that you can go to. We all got different stamp sets, and it's so weird, Jeannie, because I just got my email today saying it was shipped, and it was in the mail today. So yes, it is fun, and I know you got the same one that my friend Jody got, the Angel Policy one. So it'll be interesting to see what you guys do with that. But I'm not allowed to show you the inside, but look at that card on the outside. Doesn't that make you just want to open it up and dive into it? Me too. Okay, so then things that are going on right now, and there is so much going on. Hi, Phyllis. Thanks for joining me. First of all, we are having a sale on our mini die cutting machine, which I'm going to use tonight, and a whole slew of, let me pull this off, a whole slew of bundles that will fit in the mini machine. Look at all these bundles. So all of these sets, I love, love, love Welcoming Window. I did a class on that. I love the Wildflowers, Quiet Meadow, that one's called. Celebrate Sunflowers. With the Ukrainian crisis going on and the sunflowers being the flower of the Ukraine, that is a really cool stamp set to buy. To be the pansies, the hydrangeas, Garden Wishes, the peaches, all kinds of fun sets are on sale. So these are all 20% off the bundle price. And then the mini die cutting machine is normally $60, but it's on sale for $48 right now. So that's a great deal. I'm having an Easter class on Wednesday night. If you want to come, it's going to be amazing. I'm so excited. And it's at 7 o'clock here at my house. This is an in-person event. The cost is $30 for 2 cards and 3 gifty items. If you would like to come, I need to know tonight. Okay, because I'm going to finish prepping for it tomorrow night. The class is Wednesday night, so it'll be a great one. Coming up in my world is that I'm having a kit with me night. Come kit with me April the 6th at 6:30 p.m. You can just buy a kit from me here. I'll have a ton of kits on available to use. You can bring a kit that you've already bought for me if you would like, and just come sit around my table and let's make our kits together. Nice thing about kits is that everything is included. The ink, the block, the embellishments, the ribbon, to make whatever kit you want. The kits range anywhere from $12 to $25. On April the 23rd, I am having a Super Saturday card class. This is from noon to 5 p.m. It's like a little mini retreat. So we're going to be using 2 different stamp sets, the Plentiful Plant stamp set and dies, and the Daffodil Dreams Daffodil Daydreams. That's a lot of D's. Stamp set and dice. We're going to have 8 cards available for you to make. It is from noon to 5. If you sign up before Sunday, you get $10 off the registration fee. So if you don't get my emails, you need to start getting them, because all the information about how to save money by being an early bird registrar is in my email, or if you're a member of my team, that's the way you get the discounts. So that's going to be a fun event. It's from noon to 5, so it's not your whole Saturday, it's just half of your Saturday, and by noon we're all ready to get out of the house anyway. And something exciting that I'm doing, if you're local to Lincoln, Nebraska, hi Lucy and Lincoln, I love you. I'm doing a craft fair for the first time in my life. It's going to be at Pound Middle School on April the 30th from 10 to 4. Me and my downline Jenny Trimbley will be doing it together. We're going to have kits. We're going to have gifty items. We're going to have adhesive packages for you to buy. And if you just want to stop in, if you haven't met me in person and you just want to stop by and say hi, I would love to meet you. So, last chance list came out last week. That's all the things that are being retired from the current catalog. Some of them are discounted. So if you want to see those things, go to TuttleUpShop.com. Again, that's TuttleUpShop.com. And you can click on specials and you will see clearance items and things that are discounted right now from the current catalog. It's a great time to stock up. And we have a lot of things going up in price, you know. The whole economy's going up in price. So we have some paper. All of our cardstock is going up by 50 cents a ream. Our white cardstock is going up. Some of our plates for our die cutting machine are going up. Dimensionals are going up by 25 cents. Not a lot. Yeah, these are minimal, right? But if you use that stuff a lot, you might want to go ahead and stock up and get some now so that you don't have to pay the higher price. All right? So, any questions out there for me? If not, I'm going to get started with my stamping. Tonight, we are using the Stamping-Judy suite that is on pages 48 and 49 from the mini catalog. There's this cool stamp set and like geometrical. I was a geometry teacher for years, so geometrical dies are fun. You got those hexagonal embellishments. You've got beautiful paper. I'm going to show you that in just a second. So I'm excited to show you 2 really sweet cards that I'm going to make tonight, and I'm going to let the DSP do the talking. So give me a second. I'm going to cover up the camera so you don't go dizzy, and I'm going to move the camera down. So here we go. I'm going to flip it. Let's see. Here we go. Magic wand. There we go. Move the camera down. And I'm hoping everything will look exactly like I want it to. Look at that. It only takes, you know, a few thousand times of doing it to get it right the first time. Okay, so here we go. This is the Abstract Beauty Specialty Designer Series paper, and it's a unique size. It is 4 inches by 6 inches. So it's kind of already pre-cut to fit our Memory and More card packs, if you like that, or very easy to cut down. The 4-inch width is a common width that we all use. And look at these papers, you guys. Bright colors. They have a gold accent to them on one side and just some really cute prints on the other. Nice black and white and gold, navy and gold. Just like, almost like splattered swishes of paint. I wish I could have been there. We're going to use this one tonight. Those dots, we've got some stripes. So this paper pack is just fun, right? Just something different than the usual. Look at that sweet flower print there, and then kind of a polka dot. And then all of them have like more bright but more subtle, easy to use prints that are on the back. Okay. Hi, Sue. Thanks for joining me tonight. I'm glad you're here. I missed you last week, but thank you for watching it on replay. All right. The stamp set is similar. It has, I keep wanting to turn it upside down because that's what I used to have to do. Hello, beautiful. You've got 6 fun sentiments, and then all these unique like shapes and prints and blotches so that you can just kind of create, you know, your own abstract designs. I'm going to be mostly using the sentiments tonight. You've got a die set, and one of my dies is missing here. Let's see if I can find it. It's a circle die that has... Don't you love it when you think you've got yourself? It's okay. I'm just going to let it go. Anyway, it's a circle die that has kind of a embossed, like squiggly embossed image. You'll see it here in a second because I'm using it on one of my cards. I used it tonight. Got these unique ovals. You got some hexagons. We're going to use those tonight. These are like frames, right? We've got smaller hexagons that you can build. You've got these pieces that you can actually make cubes and some triangles. So fun shapes there. So, and here we go. You also have this abstract adhesive backed hexagons. We have black and petal pink and just jade. Those are the colors of that. So isn't that fun? Okay, so here we go. I have a piece of, let me pull out my pieces here, Night of Navy cardstock, and this measures 5 by 5.5, 5 inches by 5.5 inches. And then I have scored it at 3/4 of an inch right here. So since this is 5 inches, if I take 3/4 of an inch here and score it and fold it in, my finished card size is now a standard that we use, A2 card size, which is 4 1/4 by 5.5. So this little flap here is just going to go to the front of our card, okay? Then I have a gold strip here, and this is that gold specialty paper that comes with rose gold and gold. I'm using the gold, and this is cut 1 inch by 5.5 inches, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my gold cardstock, and on the front side, on this edge over here, always happens when I'm on camera that my Tombow glue doesn't want to, okay, so let's see if that'll work. I don't want to use too much, right? Oh, good night. I'm just going to use my seal. You guys do that sometimes? Okay, so I'm going to use my seal. I'm just going to put a little bit on the edge right there. I'm going to line this up on my cardstock close to that score line, but not exactly on it. And I'm just going to fold that flap over like that. That's going to create a little gold embellishment right there on the edge. This is one of my favorite all-time ways to make cards. I just love just that little bit of gold peeking out there from the edge like that. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is take this piece of designer series paper and I'm going to create the front of the card using this paper. So that is what it's going to look like. And I'm going to line this up. This is actually 4 inches by 5.5 inches. 4 inches because remember, all of this paper pack is 4 inches wide. So I didn't have to cut anything off the width. And it's by 5.5, so I just had to take a 1/2 inch off the top, okay? So what I'm going to do is line these edges up, the corners on the right side. I'm lining them up so that they're flush with each other. And this is very important. I'm gonna put adhesive just right along this edge here. Nowhere else, just right along that edge. So I'm holding these corners tight. I'm going to take my seal. I'm just going to put it right along that edge right there. And then I'm going to fold this flap down on top of it. And there we go. I've created the front of my card. And one thing I really love about this design is that you get to see the DSP on the inside of the card. So isn't that cool? All right. So now I have decided I'm going to use some ribbon on this flap right here. But what do you think? Do you think I should use the polished pink? That would look really cute, right? Or should I use the Just Jade, which is also in this, that has a little bit of gold in it? So what do you think? Polished pink or Just Jade? I'll let you guys be deciding that for me. Either one of them will be beautiful. And while you're deciding that, I want to show you the other pieces that I have right here. So this is that circle that I couldn't find the die for. So odd. Oh, here it is right here. I just found it. So I cut it out of this piece of gold specialty paper right there. And it has, I don't know if you can see, that it has just a little like embossed edge in it. So when I cut it out, it leaves just a little bit of an embossed finish on that circle. I don't know if you can, oh, you can catch it. I can see that you can see it. So I'm hearing Just Jade from a couple of people. And then I cut one of those ovals out. And again, it has a little bit of an embossed edge to it. It's kind of cool. And then I cut a white one, a basic white one. So all of these are going to be together. Okay, so I'm hearing Just Jade from people, so I'm going to grab my Just Jade ribbon. I'm going to put it on the inside here, and I'm going to tie it in a bow up here at the top. Cut that off. I do think it's pretty with that gold shimmer, this Just Jade ribbon, that gold shimmer in it, okay? So when I tie my bows, you guys have heard me say this before, I always do the right over the left and make a V, and then I put the left underneath, pull it into 2 perpendicular lines, right like that, and here's the key, I think, for me. I loop up from the bottom with my finger underneath and make a loop, go around to the left, and then push the loop in the hole, and I get a perfect bow every time. So you can practice that if you want. All right, so there's that ribbon. It is pretty with that gold shimmer in it, isn't it? Okay, so there's my bow. And then I have these pieces. So I've got my circle, I've got this oval right here, and I have this little piece that I'm going to put some kind of sentiment inside. I think this one is going to say thank you. So that's all I need. Look at that, you guys. So easy to create a beautiful card. So first, I'm going to adhere this one down to the front of my card. And then I have a second card to show you that's pretty much the same thing, but just going a different direction. Okay, there we go. I'm going to put that down. I'm going to adhere this right like that. And I kind of liked it a little bit off center. That kind of adds to that abstract look, right? So I'm going to put this one flat as well. Right like that. And then I'm going to pull out my thank you here. And this is such a cool font. And I'm going to use my Night of Navy. It's going to say thank you. Oh, so pretty, isn't it? I love that font. I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of this. So my friend Jeannie that's on here with me, we have decided we want to do something about helping the refugees in the Ukraine. So we are joining forces, and you will get more information about that in the coming weeks. But we have a really fun fundraiser that we just want to do our part, right, to help the crisis that's in the Ukraine. And so I hope you guys will join us in that, but we're not ready to announce it quite yet. So, isn't that fun? I love that. Okay, and then I'm going to take my hexagonal embellishments here, and I'm going to use the jade. I'm going to do a large, a medium, maybe down here, and a small up here on the thank you with the sentiment. Okay, so that is the outside of my card. I do have a piece of Whisper White here that I want to add to the inside of my card, but excuse me. I apologize. I have had a cold, you guys, for about the last week, and just having a hard time getting rid of it, right? Okay, so I'm going to take my gold here, and I'm going to cut just a tiny, like 1/4 of an inch sliver off the edge here. And I want to add that to the bottom. And then I have I'm just going to cut another one, I think. Let me grab this pack here. Same piece of paper. And I'm just going to cut about 1/2 of an inch. And I'm going to do kind of what I did on the front. I'm going to put this little piece here at the bottom. Right like that. And then I'm going to add this piece of gold right over the top of it. Won't that be cool? It'll kind of bring the front and the inside of the card together. So I wish I could get this liquid glue to work for me, because I feel like I'm going to need it on my gold. Let's see if I can get this one to work for me. You know, it shouldn't be that hard, right? And I have a love-hate relationship. My friend Jenny uses the liquid glue. See, I'm just struggling. So let's use some glue dots instead. How about that? There's always an adhesive that will work, okay? So I'm just going to add some glue dots to the back of this. Make sure they don't go over the edge. You guys, I love doing this. Thank you so much for coming to watch me. Stampin' Up is my therapy, my passion, right? My creativity outlet, which everyone needs some kind of creativity outlet. Okay, I'm going to roll those so that they don't hang off the edges. And then I'm just going to butt this up right to the top of that other piece of cardstock. I'm going to trim it off the ends. Here we go. And adhere it to the inside right here of my card. And it has a nice little sweet space there for me to write a thank you note. What do you guys think of this first one? Do you like it? Let me know by sending me hearts or love through comments. I think it's very pretty. Okay. Make sure my edges are all straight here. There we go. So there's card number 1. I hope you like it. Now I'm going to put this stuff away and move to... thanks, Jeannie. Thanks, Kathy. Hi, Kathy. I didn't know you were on. Thanks for joining me. I love it too. Okay, that's card number 1. So card number 2, we have some decisions to make. I thought it might be fun to take the same design and run it going sideways instead of up and down. So we're going to do a landscape card here. I didn't know if I was going to use that or not. So this time I'm using this kind of abstract dot, and I love the gold. Don't you? Isn't that just fun? Okay, same little labels here in polished pink and white. And I still have a gold piece that's cut 1 inch. By this time it's 4 1/4 inches because I want it to go this way, right? And my card base is cut 6 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then I scored it 3/4 of an inch off that edge. So when I fold this in, now my card base is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, which is a standard A2 card base. Okay, so I'm folding that edge down, and then I have my same specialty gold paper, and I'm going to do the same thing, except this time I'm turning it sideways like that. Okay, so I'm going to remember, I'm going to put my glue right just on this edge right here of the gold. I'm going to lay it right close to that score line right there. And make sure my top edge and my bottom edge are kind of flush. And then I'm going to fold this over right like that. And there is my little gold edge. Now I can tell, gosh, 1/100th of an inch too long right there, so I'm just going to shore that up. There we go. So there we go. Still not liking. It feels like it's a little crooked. There we go. Right at the end there. There we go. All right. So now we have to make a decision. I'm going to put this just like I did before, the DSP right here. But you guys, this time this is only 4 inches wide, right? And the card base is 4 1/4 inches. But I kind of thought it might be cool if you could just see, right, that edge of that navy kind of coming around the outside of that. I thought that might be kind of a fun look. So the other option is that we can put a piece of navy behind this, and so it'll open with that navy that way. But I kind of like seeing the DSP on the other side, don't you? So I think I'm just going to go with it and just let that blue edge of the card base kind of go around. So I'm going to hold this where I want it. Again, kind of shore it up so it's even on all three sides. There we go. So my voice is a little bit out too, not only because I've had a cold, but Jim and I went and saw Elton John last night, and he was fabulous. He's old, let me tell you. He's getting up there. I found out he was 75 years old. Just had his birthday on Friday. But he can sing like no other and play the piano. It was just so much fun. So he came out at about 8 o'clock, and here we go. I'm going to press that down. And so now it's going to open like this. Do you guys like that, or do you think I should put a piece of navy on the back side of this? Like, I could put a piece of navy right there and it all be even. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on that, okay? Haven't decided what I'm going to do with that. All right. So while we're deciding, we still have time to decide that. I have a piece of Night of Navy cardstock, and I've already put some adhesive sticker sheets on the back side here. Okay, I'm going to pull out my mini die cutting machine. Better get this die with the rest of my dies. And I'm going to do something funky. I am going to take the largest two hexagons here, and I'm going to cut it out 2 times. I'm going to make a frame by putting one inside the other. So there's one. Here's my second. I'm going to use my Post-it note tape, the best thing ever invented for people using die cutting machines, right? There we go. I'm going to just tape that in place so that they don't move. And a trick I've learned for the mini, if you're going to invest in a mini, is to use the gray number 3 plate instead of the number 1 plate. And it just helps everything die cut better. The number 1 plate, I feel like, is a little tight. And look, not even a struggle to get this through the die cutting machine. I always felt like when I used the 1 plate, that it took a little, it was a little bit of a struggle to get it to go through. And nobody wants to struggle. So if you buy the mini, use the gray plate, number 3 plate, as the base. Okay, so there's 1 hexagon. See how it kind of cut it out like a frame? That's fun, isn't it? I'm going to do the same thing one more time because I want 2 of those. So I'm going to flip this around the other way. Do the same thing. Put my large hexagon in and then my small hexagon in. Right, like that. Kind of make sure it's kind of even all the way around. Put your tape down to hold it in place, and then let's cut it out. Now, this is the center of that. I can use that on another card. I'm pretty sure that's not going to go to waste. Here we go. All right, here's my second one. So, Chelsea, I think you're going to love this idea. I will honestly say it. I saw it on somebody else's Pinterest board, and then, you know, just the idea of having these 2 hexagons on a card. I tell you what, it's so great to have a community of demonstrators that are so willing to share, right, their ideas and everything with us all and put their stuff on Pinterest to inspire us. So, okay, so I didn't hear, or I can't see because Jeannie's messaging me over Messenger. Okay, so, isn't that great, Jeannie? Somebody, I saw it on somebody's, maybe the leaderboard. Somebody was saying if your customers are struggling to use it. Okay, so what do you guys think? Do you feel like I should put this blue behind it and it all go, the front of the card all open up like that? Or do you think I should just let it go and just it open up like this? I don't know. We can still decide here in a little bit. Okay. Jeannie, the gray plate is really what they encourage you to use with embossing folders. But I've been using it with my dies ever since I saw that trick. So I'm just peeling this wax paper off here to make this into, now it's a sticker, right? I'm going to do the same thing with the second one. There we go. So I have 2 stickers. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to take one of these and put it inside the other one like that. And look what that makes. Isn't that the coolest? It reminds me of a spirograph. Did you guys ever play with spirographs when you were younger? I loved spirograph. I was a very creative child. My mother used to always say, Judy's the creative. Look at that. Isn't that so fun? Okay, I'm getting all excited about my own card here. That's probably a little vain. All right, so, but it wasn't my idea. I found it on, look at how cute that is. Isn't that cute? Okay, it's very abstract, right? And then I'm going to take this. Isn't that fun? That's going to go right like that. And then my white one, don't tell me I misplaced it. Here it is. It is kind of flimsy. I would agree, Sue. And it doesn't feel too flimsy on this one for some reason. Like, it doesn't feel flimsy at all. But for this one, because it doesn't have the edge all the way up, it does feel a little more flimsy. I would agree. So we can keep deciding that. So I'm going to put this right here. And then I'm going to add this to right there. And it's fun. It's just fun. Okay, so this time I want this to say, hello, beautiful, right there. And instead of using Night of Navy, I'm going to pull in the Just Jade. Hello, beautiful. So cute. That's a little more of a bolder font. So I'm going to add that right there with a dimensional or 2. Okay. Kathy and Jeannie say leave the DSP, so we'll do that this time. We always know that we could add. How fun is that? Hello, beautiful. So cool, right? And then I'm going to, this time, I'm going to add dimensionals to either side of this pink label because this hexagon is doubled and it kind of adds a little too much thickness to be able to there we go. I like. Okay, so now I'm going to add my piece of white to the inside. And I thought I would do something similar, but now I'm going to add that little strip right there to that edge and add the gold strip next to it. So here we go. I'm going to add the DSP right to this edge right here. All right, and then my gold paper. I just start throwing things around here, and then I don't know where I put things. I just had it right here. Remember me cutting that off of that edge with that paper trimmer? Okay, let me see if I can grab one right back here. Here we go. I have it handy. So, again, I'm going to do about 1/2 inch. It's a little piece right here. And then I'm going to turn it to 4 inches, which is the size of my inside white. I'm going to add that right here to this edge, right like that, to kind of mimic what is going on the outside of the card. Totally got that on crooked here. Let's fix it. Okay. I have to look at it from a different angle here. Good thing that seal isn't as strong as Seal Plus, or that would never be able to happen. Okay, there we go. There we go. Pretty, huh? Then I'm gonna pull this, shore up those sides. Okay, so now when I put this on here, I'm gonna lay this white right on the back side of that DSP, right like that, so that it won't show when the card is closed. I'm gonna add my adhesive to the back side here. Okay. Make sure my corners are all shored up together. And then I'm going to close the back of my card, watch this, on top of that. And then I'm not trying to even it out from the inside, okay? There we go. So now look, when I close it, you can't even see the white on the inside. Pretty, huh? Do you guys like it? Okay, so I think I need to add some gems like I did on my other card. So I'm going to grab my dots. And let's go with the pink this time. Grab my Take Your Pick tool. Just going to pull up some pinks. I'm going to put them inside my hexagon right here. Where? It's like it matters a whole lot, right? I feel like, you guys ever get like a hare or a cat? Yep. If you have cats, you know what I'm talking about. I have a cat. She's rarely down here in the basement, but okay, I'm going to put it right there. And then my smaller one, I'm just going to add right here to that edge right there. So what do you think? Here is, here are my 2 cards, right? I could even add this. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. Add that to the inside. We're going to even do one more thing here. I love this idea. We're going to add this to the inside. Let's go like that. I'm totally doing this on the fly. And then one of the sayings I really loved is, first of all, you're amazing. Isn't that so cool? Okay, so I'm going to take my Whisper White. I'm going to get my dies again and use that smaller one of the ovals. I'm going to cut another little label right here real quick. And again, using that 3 plate instead of that 1 plate makes a huge difference. So let me run this through. I just got to thinking, I hope that saying fits inside this label. We'll see. If not, I'll just rough cut a label. Let's see. You know what? I think it is going to fit. Lucky me. That's what we do, right? We try things, see if they work, and okay, I used just jade. I'm going to use the same color for the inside. It says, first of all, you're amazing. huh? And then I could, what do you think? I love it. I love it. Nothing like a last minute light bulb of inspiration. Cute, right? Look at that. First of all, you're amazing. I kind of bring that hexagon to the inside. I like it. So what do you guys think? Do you love them? I hope so. I had fun playing with these with you. And I love the paper. And there's so many others. Some that are more crazy and some that are more classic looking. But regardless, lots of fun. So I'm going to pull the camera up here. Flip everything back over. There we go. Hey, thank you guys so much. Okay, sorry, I'm going to have to pull it up a little bit here. There we go. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so happy that you came. I'm here every Monday night at 7 o'clock. And you're beautiful. God bless. See you next Monday. Bye-bye.